Hello everyone, Creole Conjure coming to you with a tutorial video. I'm going to teach you guys today how to make a nice fiery Florida water. I hate to break it to you, but if you've been using this Florida water that you buy at the stores out of Botanica, it's mainly now concentrated with a bunch of dyes and artificial fragrances. It doesn't have that touch anymore. Trying to get this so y'all can see what I'm doing. This is Palo Santo. For those who know, I'm using it with the intention to smoke and bless the area. You know, you let it burn for a second. You actually can hold it down like that to go ahead and let it catch all over. When it starts popping like that, you can blow it. This Palo Santo is to bless, cleanse the area. I've already blessed and cleansed the bowl. I've already prayed over my herbs. I'm going to show you what you do. You make sure you cleanse your jar. When you're cleansing, please do it in a counterclockwise. That is resembling getting rid of. Clean the top and all of that good stuff. I'm going to put it over here and just let it finish. It burns out quickly. So you're going to go to your Bible. We are going to go to Psalms 91. Excuse me. And it says, have mercy on me, O God, according to your steadfast love. According to your abundant mercy, blot out all my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and clean me from my sins. For I know my transgressions and my sin is ever before me. Against you, you only have I sinned and done what is evil in your sight, so that I may be justified in your words and blameless in your judgment. Behold, I was brought forth in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Behold, your delight in truth in the inward being, and you teach me wisdom in the secret heart. And 7 says, purge me with hyssop, which there is hyssop in here, by the way. That's a very important herb to have. It says, purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Let me hear the joy and the gladness in my bones, that I may rejoice and hide my face in sins. As I ask God that you blot out my iniquities, create a clean heart, O God, renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from your presence, and take not your Holy Spirit from me. Restore me to the joy of your salvation, and uphold me with a willing spirit. Then I will teach transgressors your ways, and sinners will return to you. Deliver me from the blood giftedness, O God, my salvation, and my tongue will sing aloud to your righteousness. O Lord, open my lips, and my mouth will declare your praise. For you will For you will not delight in sacrifices, or I will give you. You will not be pleased with a burnt offering, the sacrifices of God. You are a broken spirit and a broken contribute heart, O God, you will not despise. Do not do good to Zion in your good pleasures. Build up your walls of Jerusalem, then you will delight in righteousness and burnt offerings and whole offerings. Then bulls will be offered on your altar. Okay, we're going to flip back to 35. And the reason why we're going to use 7 and 8 out of 35, I'm going to explain why. It says, for without cause they hid a net for me. For without cause they dug a pit for my life. Let destruction come upon him when he does not know it, and let the net that he hid ensnare him. Let him fall into his own destruction. Okay, the reason why we use that one, 7 and 8, chapter 35, we're going to fix this with it. We're praying the intention that, you know, like let's say you work on your job and you got people dropping shit by your job. You need to bless this with the intentions where you can spray your chair where you sit, because people will put and spray shit. I was able to see something today where a lady works near a jail downtown, and the bitch was spraying stuff under this lady's chair, and she thought that the lady would not see it because she was not there. The lady does practice voodoo. This is a mixture that you use and you mix. I've already prayed over it. I will tell you what is in it. I've used it up. There's some white sage for cleansing and purity. There is some agrimony that is for returning and sending bad energy back. You need that when you got people throwing stuff. You're gonna have some lavender for cleansing and purity and peace. That's like your neutralizer. Your bay leaves. Your bay leaves are for protection and cleansing. Put you some bone set. Because whatever they prayed over, chances are they using enchanting a spirit or something. And bone set is good for getting rid of spirits. It's also used in some rituals that pertain to, y'all, I just went blank, excuse me, exorcisms. You know, your rue. It is a fire and a Mars and a sun. It is a masculine energy. It is good for breaking spells. You can use you some rosemary. You can use you some basil. Basil is really good. Of course, hyssop. I'm going to say this. Do not freak out if you do not have all of these ingredients. All of these have fire energy to them. Again, I am Creole, so you know we like to work with that good old fire. Now, this container here, you probably have seen it. I got it from Dollar Tree. Do not go out and try to buy these big fancy ass jars. This was a fucking $1.25. And I'm cussing because I get irritated when people get upset and say, well, what if I don't have... Damn it. Go to Dollar Tree. Go to Dollar Tree. Now, I have prayed over these herbs and blessed them. I'm going to pour them in here. I put a good amount in there. Now, another main ingredient, your vodka. This is going to preserve it. I need you to go get you 100% vodka. I think I paid $13.99 for this. $13.99. This is going to be your alcohol base to preserve this. I got a little pinch of pine salt. Put a little pinch of pine salt in there because pine salt is good for purity and cleansing as well. Hold on, I don't want to waste nothing. Hold on, let me get this off my counter. I moved all my decorations outside. I can squeeze this on here to show you guys. Now, this is what we're going to do. Oh, and one more thing. If you can't get your hands on vodka, get you some 91% alcohol. You can use 50% if you don't want to have such a real harsh dripping because alcohol will clean off the writing on your candles. For one, this is Return to Sender. A bitch tried me and she think I don't know it. And my ancestors let me know through the dream because my baby sister, which is my baby, and I were in my car and people were shooting at the car, firing off rounds. Y'all, I mean, it was like all kinds of, and I'm talking fast, y'all, excuse me. Bullets was flying through that car like hell. Everything that they were, there were several people firing in the car. And me and my sister and I climbed to the back seat of the car, which is not like we would escape climbing to the back because the windows are not bulletproof or anything. But let me tell y'all something. Dumb bullets was flying past us like hell, and we did not get touched. Pay attention to your dreams. Your ancestors will warn you. My sister and I were looking at her. We were calm. We were not flinching. We weren't jumping in there. We just climbed to the back seat. And those bullets did not hit me. And I'm going to tell you what that means. Hold on. Let's go to Psalms 23 right fast. Try not to make this video too long. But I'm going to tell you this. You know, we talk about the book of Psalms a lot. I'm going to put you guys in Job soon to show you how to do some stuff. Psalms 23 talks about no weapons formed against you shall prosper, okay? And that's what them bullets flying in that car meant. Somebody was throwing, as we say, somebody was throwing, and guess what? Nothing touched us. Nothing touched us, not a damn bullet. And I'm telling you, it was hundreds of bullets that flew through there. The Psalm of 23 says, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness in his name. Even though I walk through the valley in the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, and the rod and your staff that comfort me. You prepare a table before me before the presence of my enemies. You appoint my head with oil, and a oil overflow. Surely goodness and mercy shall flow to me in all the days of dwelling in the house of the Lord. Let me tell you something. That prayer right there is talking about protecting you against death. It's got a little bit of everything in there. It's talking about that covering you. When people wishing and praying against you, that something happens to you. Okay? That's what that's about. Now, this is a little kettle I use to boil water. Yes, I boil my water, and I'll tell you why. This goes ahead and gets everything stimulated. Oops, I'm wasting water. I use this to go ahead and to get my herbs to brewing. I do not boil them on the stove. I do my spiritual baths the same way. The reason why you're putting your water in there is to go ahead and to get, oh, that's hot, to get your herbs to activate and get into the water, versus waiting 3 and 4 days. Sometimes you run slow. Ooh, it smells herbally and fresh. Sometimes you run low on your Florida water and you don't have time to wait. Pour your water over there with your herbs. It's going to have a murky color to it. The Florida water, I don't have any. I don't use it. I don't buy it. That's got all that perfume and everything in it. It just has fragrances, guys, that are artificial and all this artificial coloring to give it the color. And I'm sorry for those who have been using it. It does not have any real life to it anymore. It's mass produced. It is what it is. Y'all can get upset if you want to. I will leave the comments on this video for anybody that has questions. Now my vodka, I'm just going to pour a good amount to preserve it. Again, this is Smirnoff, and I buy the 100 proof. That's what I was taught to buy. I poured more than a half of the bottle. Put some of that in there. The steam is going to go ahead, and as you see, the water has changed. I'm showing you guys how to make it the way I was taught to make it. My grandmother makes hers this way. I did put a few other things in there that are private that I will not give away because this is closed. But for the most part, everything that I share with you all is the truth. It's good to use. I've seen people put peppers in theirs, but I put the cleaning herbs in there because that's what Florida water is for. It's for cleansing and purity. And you can see that my water has already started turning to that nice murky. Really doesn't matter to get that little bit out. And you just stir it. And you pray and you bless it, and I pray and activate and charge this water by the name of God and our ancestors and the higher powers. I bless that this water has cleaning properties of these herbs. I speak that these herbs work together in conjunction for a cleansing and a blessing to deactivate and neutralize and destroy all forms of sorcery and witchcraft. I speak and pray that the substance here that is in this jar is blessed by God. I speak life into this water. I bless and I program it and I charge it with the intention to destroy and break all forms of sorcery and witchcraft and negative energy. I bless that this water is blessed. I bless that this water holds the energy and the cleansing properties of God. Oh, and another thing, guys, that you can do. Yes, the water is hot. You can put you some salt, because what does salt do? Purifies. You ain't got to put a whole lot. This is pink Himalayan salt. I think I got this from a Kroger or something. I've had it for a while. This is what I use. Did I move it away too fast so you can see it? You can use regular table salt, the Morton salt. Use what you have. Do not get discouraged, okay? I just don't like you guys using that plain Florida water you buy, and they study marking the price up on this shit. I use some water, and I do not strain this. This was just a fresh batch that I made. I don't strain it. I let it just continuously sit and allow the herbals to sit and continuously do what they do. If you want to, get you a little, just a little, not even really a careful, because this has a little bit of cleaning in it too. Put you some pine salt. Pine Sol has a refreshing and cleansing property too. Do not forget. You can spray this on your candles. You can spray this anywhere, really. I don't recommend you spraying this on your seats in your car, especially if you have leather seats, because that vodka and the heat, you know, when it gets hot, the residue may break down your dashboards and shit like that, and I am not fucking responsible. Of course, do not drink this. You just never know. Don't put this on anything that you're worried about that may it may disrupt. If you want to, because remember I was telling you about the alcohol. The alcohol is something that preserves it. Excuse me, y'all. Just use the spoon. Like I said, use what you get. You want to, you put your little pep in there. Ain't no shame in my game. I like heat. Some people show you these pretty oranges and limes and stuff. Yes, those have cleaning properties, but I'm a herbal and root woman. That's what we're using this for. This is just a style of the Louisiana people. It's older, it's traditional. A lot of people don't talk about this one. I added a few, excuse me, a few things. I'm going to put some Hexbreaker oil. And I'm not counting. I'm just putting that in there. Because again, whatever people have prayed over and dropped, you want to be able to spray it. I'm putting some Van Van oil in there. You know, Van Van is really good for repelling negative energy. You're just putting you a good amount in there. You have your little oil base in there. It's okay for those that be in their feelings and say, oil and water don't mix. Okay. No, it does not. You're just putting a little bit of something else. You just added more energy to it. Everything has been prayed over, so you're praying more over it. Again, I do not want to make this video too long. Let me look and see how long it is. 17 minutes. Oh, shit. So I'm going to end this here, you guys, but this is important. Put your top back on it. Let that baby sit. And this is how the water is looking. Has a murky look to it. Some people like to add food dye coloring to it to give it a lighter color to try to make it pretty. But real magic is not pretty. You need something that's going to clean, purify, and bless wherever you spray and use it. Okay? That's what this is about. And when you put it in a spray bottle, not something like this. I don't know where my spray bottle is with my Florida water. Oh, we're just gonna use one of these for an example. This is some immune support. Obviously, I'm not gonna put this in here. You can put it in a little spray bottle. When you spray it out, it's gonna mist. It's not like you're pouring it. But here is some Florida water that you've been able to make. The container here, remember I got it from Dollar Tree. Really, it's the $1.25 store. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I don't activate my sinuses with all these herbs. This is live Florida water. No, you do not have to burn a candle down. The purpose is to pray up your herbs, pray your scriptures over it. Again, we use Psalms 23 and Psalms 51. There is hyssop. That is very important. Put you some hyssop, rue, and basil. Those are the three that you can just use if you don't have anything. Basil is notorious for money, love work, blessings, and cleansing impurity. It's good for breaking spells. Of course, you put your hyssop in there. Your hyssop is also good for purity. Remember, your base is your water, and you put your alcohol in there. You can put rubbing alcohol. Don't use 91. That's kind of strong. You can use, like, what's the lowest? Like a 50. Excuse me. But yes, Creole Conjure, I want to share that with you all. I hope I've said something to help. You can make more Florida water. You can get you a turkey baster or something to squirt it out. So you don't waste it, because when you pour this out, it's not going to pour good. But you want to get you a turkey baster, you know, something to squirt. Suck some of it out and put it into you a nice little jar like this. You can carry it with you in your bag, your purse. You can keep some in the car, but you need to have you some all the time. Spray your doorknobs with it. Spray your doorknobs, your car with it. People rub oil and put shit on your doorknob. They do it on your house too. Spray your doorknobs. Get in, and you can use this in your mop water. Bless those floors. I mainly use pine salt or lemon for Blazo, and I put a little bit of Florida water in there. But I have used the last of what I've had because people have gifted to me and sent it to me. I use it. I do pray over it, and then I sometimes put herbs inside the jar. Like I said, I'm not shaming anyone if you've been using Florida water, but if you're just buying that Murray's or whatever brand Florida water you're buying, it does not have any life in it. That is the purpose of making your own. Real conjure people know. Like I said, you can argue if you want to in the comments. You have any questions, email me, whatever it is. But I'm just going to be honest and true with you. You are spraying just straight base alcohol on your candles or whatever you're using, and you're not really cleaning them. You're cleaning the germs off of them. You're not cleaning the energy off of them. You need to put something with some life that has some herbs in it. That's what's important here. All right. I enjoyed you guys. I'm getting on about my day because I have to get some more work done for some clients. Again, this is what it looks like. And you can just keep adding herbs and prayer into it and add in some water.